All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the weekly Forex Q&A session. It's been a while since me and Mercer been on here together, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be back. Last week, I was at a New York event for the squad, getting all the gems so I could bring it back and let everybody know, some things that can help us level up in our business. So anytime you see any type of event, once things start opening up, go on Eventbrite, look around. You don't matter where you at, you probably have no idea that there's a bunch of events going on around you, so that you could bring people to them and stuff like that. For anybody who's new on this call, if we have any new people, what we do is we trade foreign exchange, we trade currencies, we trade the dollar for the Great British Pound, we trade the Australian dollar for the Canadian dollar, and that's how we make money over here, right? So the purpose of this call is, to explain what we do and then just get more in depth so that you can ask your questions. That's whether you're somebody looking to join the team, somebody looking to just, gain some new information, or somebody who's been on the team for a while and maybe just struggling or just has some questions that you need answered, right? So this is something that me and Mercer came up with. There's no other call like it. We felt it was great to have something where everybody could just have a cool, chill, relaxed, safe space on a Saturday night to just ask their questions, right? So for the people who don't know, right, or for anybody who needs a refresher, what is the foreign exchange market, right? Why are there so many people on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and whatever talking about Forex all the time? Well, the reason is because Forex is a I always hear five, sometimes $6 trillion per day market. Let's just say five. That's good enough for me. $5 trillion per day market. The foreign exchange market it's all of the world's money, right? Not just the US, but all the money in the world is being circulated through this. So you have one currency, let's say the US dollar, being traded for another currency, let's say the Japanese yen. When you trade one for the other, you stand to make a profit, or, where you don't make a profit. The name of the game is make profit. Obviously, that's why we're here, right? We all want to level up. We all want to make some extra cash. We want to be able to make money from our phone. We want to be able to make money from home. We want to take our future into our own hands. We always talking about Forex, making these videos and this and that and doing these calls, but really it's not about Forex. It's not about trading currencies. This is about having the money and the vehicle to live the life that you want to live. This year, if anything, just kind of, proved the fact of what me and Mercer been talking about, what some people on this call been talking about, with certain jobs, and how, the whole job security thing isn't really so secure. So we've seen a lot of people get let go this year due to this whole COVID craziness, and a lot of jobs that, people felt were going to hold them down for 20, 30 years and for the retirement and all this stuff, just fired people like it was nothing. Some of my favorite restaurants right down the street, I live in New Jersey, in Cherry Hill. It's a popular, nice area. Some of the nice restaurants, like, I don't know if y'all heard of Brio, nice. I think I don't know what the type of food is, but they got good food, right? Brio got shut down, right? One of my favorite restaurants, they got like burgers and wine, like Zimburger, right? Yo, Pier 1 Imports is gone forever. Like, I used to go, I have memories going there when I was a kid. This stuff, that's not secure, right? So it's like we have a vehicle to take you to where you want to go. For me, it's how do I get my foot in the door within the music industry? How do I get to do what I love, right? My job, and don't get it confused. I still work a job. I work full time at a sober living house, right? I make $15 an hour. One studio session could cost me like $300-400, depending on where I go. It might cost me $250, but with 15 an hour, I can't really, that's one studio session. What if I want to create an album? Like, I can't even do what I want to do without an opportunity like this. So it's like, remember, this isn't just about trading money. This is literally a vehicle, whether you already started or you're looking to join, that's what this is about. So some people hear Forex and they, they hear the word all the time. They hear people talking about it and people going crazy like, oh, I'm not with that. I don't trade money. I don't do stocks. Like this is literally not stocks at all. We don't do stocks at all. Uh, it's a shame because people don't realize this is bigger than that. This isn't just about, this is not about that. This is about paving your own way, right? Taking your life into your own hands. And I'll be honest with you, going against the grain, not doing what everybody else does, right? Because if you do what everybody else does, you're going to get what everybody else has. And that's, and I'm not knocking, I never would knock anybody for what they do, right? As long as they're going after what they want. But it's like, if you do what everybody else does, you'll get what they have, right? I was going down that path. I was going to school. I was going to get a degree. I was going to be in debt. And I had the biggest blessing in the world. My school shut down and they discharged all my loans. And mind you, I was only there for like 2 quarters, right? I wasn't there for like 3 years. So I didn't really get much out of school. But luckily, that wasn't the path for me. That was a blessing in disguise, right? Because I would have still been paying all that money to go to school for audio production. And then when you graduate, it's not even a guarantee that you'll get a job, right? So foreign exchange, to keep it simple, of course, it's a vehicle. And if you want to get like, specific with it, you trade one currency for the other. And if you do it the right way, you stand to make a profit. Now, the way to learn about how to trade currency is within this platform that we have called I Am Mastery Academy. Basically, it's the best educational course I've ever seen. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, there's too much value. Like, if there's anything wrong with this, is there's too much value, and that's not a bad thing. But it's just so much information. It's insane. Like, you can learn how to trade foreign exchange. You can learn high frequency Forex, which is a different way to trade, right? It's time-based, right? It's not moves. It's not, it's all within the right time frame. There's Digital Currency Academy. Learn everything about cryptocurrency, about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, stuff like that. And then there's the IBO side. The IBO side is where you get to team build and make money from sharing this information. Now, I covered the Forex side and the foreign exchange side briefly, but at the end of the day, what we have is an educational platform that walks you through all the videos. It walks you through the basic steps, literally like baby steps. People make excuses and they're like, oh, I don't think I could do this. Like, I never did math. I'm like, this has nothing to do with math. There's numbers, right? But you're not really doing math. The only thing you need to do is add up the money that you make, right? And why, like, you should know how to do that, right? And if not, then learn it, right? Because if you're making money, let's add it all up and see how much we're making. But really, a lot of people count themselves out before they even get started. Understand this, these videos show you from the baby steps. Like, they literally, the first video is the history of Forex. Like, why can we make money, right? Like, we even learn how it's possible for us to become independent traders and make money in the first place, and then the next video is what's the best times to trade and why. Who do we trade against, right? We trade against the banks, right? What are the factors that determine how we make money? Somebody said, I love y'all. This is a real spaceship. That's dope. I like that. All the videos break it down from the simplest basics. Okay. And then you got the intermediate videos. Like, you got everything you get walked through. Again, I'm a rapper. I'm an artist, entertainer. I never did any type of charts, stocks, foreign exchange. I got off a plane once. I traded my money in the Dominican Republic, and that was it. I just thought that's what you do. I didn't understand that you could do it from your phone, because it's 2020 and everything's digital now. I didn't know you could do any of that. But I still joined because I saw the vehicle, I saw the opportunity, and I still learned, right? So at the end of the day, that's what this is. It's an educational platform that we use that teaches us how to make money within the foreign exchange markets. We have over 100 educators who are credible, qualified, you know, and 6 and 7 figure traders. There's a guy, his name's Matty Pips, one of the guys that I study. He'll trade on a live session with you, and you'll literally see he has $2 million in his trading account, you know? So that's who I want to learn from. You got $2 million in your trading account, you're doing something right. That's who I want to learn from. I can talk all day about Forex and about all the benefits of what we have, but this is the Q&A session. So I'm going to let Mercer speak and break down the other side of this business, which is just truly amazing. Like talking to people and making money for sharing this info with other people. So I'm going to let him break that down. And then we're going to let our special guest, Muriel, speak, because she, you know, she joined and she's just going to break down what it's like in her experience, because I feel like that's something to value for everybody. And then we'll open up the floor for any of y'all who have any questions. So if anything pops into your mind, write it down and we'll get to you. But, you know, the next thing I want to do is bring on my brother Mercer. And I say brother because it's like, yo, the crazy thing is I joined this to have the money for me to do what I wanted to do. But then I met people that literally had the same mindset, the same vision, the same goals as me. Like he's in the music game, you know, that I'm trying to get into. Like he works with the people that I wanted to know. So it shows me that there's no mistakes. You feel me? If you're here, whether you're new and you want to get started or you're already on the team, you're in the right place. It's literally, I don't know what you believe in, God, whatever, right? But it's that whole story of, you know, God sent the guy, you know, who's on the roof and he was going to drown. He sent him all these signs and the guy ended up dying because he missed the boat, he missed the plane, and he was waiting on God, right? He was like, yo, God, I'm dead. God, why, like, I'm dead, bro. Why you ain't help me? He's like, bro, I sent you all these signs, right? So when I see somebody like Mercer and like, I'm down in life, like down and out bad, and I got somebody on my team like Mercer checking on me, that shows me, oh, this is bigger than Forex. This is a team. No. This is a family thing, right? You know, by me, Mercer, I seen my boy Bentley was on here. Like I met producers that I was super cool with right when we met. We all got the same vision and mindset. So, you know, I just want to shout out my bro Mercer, man. And I really call him my bro because like since I started, he definitely held me down, right? We were literally just on the phone for like 30 minutes before this call, you know? So understand if you're here, you're in the right place. I want to bring Mercer on here to break down the other side of the business. Let's get it. Drop some fires for my bro. Drop some fire emojis straight up because Mercer's like been blasting through these ranks. He's been blasting through making impact. So drop the fires or, okay, I was going to say drop fires or my bro just don't speak. He don't speak with no fires. So I'm going to drop some fires for the bro. And I'm going to let him break down the other side of the business. So let's get it. I think you can unmute yourself.
What's good, everybody, man? I appreciate the introduction, Ray, man. It's always a pleasure to do these calls with you. Like Ray said, man, this is like my real life brother. Like we found so many different ways to connect and build. And I know he told you guys that he brings me a lot of value. I mean, I bring him a lot of value, but he actually brings me a lot of value with his work ethic, his dedication to this business, him getting outside of his comfort zone. He is literally an example of everything that you should do while you're in this business to get the most of it. And he's getting the maximum benefits. Like he has access to more people that's going to help him out in his music career. He has access to everybody in the trading community that can help him out. He's literally like one of the greatest networkers, and he networked with me, and now we building. And this is just an example of how beautiful this whole operation is. Before this was a Q&A, it was actually called It's Deeper Than Forex, because I want you guys on this call to know that this journey that we're going on with trading is deeper than Forex. I'll let you know right now, this ain't got nothing to do with trading. Do we trade collectively? Is this a skill set that we are learning how to do together? Yes, but it's trading. We are literally building a community of like-minded individuals to help everybody elevate themselves. Once again, we are building a community of like-minded individuals that's helping everybody elevate. We're elevating on a personal level, on a spiritual level, and a building level. So once again, I want to thank you, and I appreciate you greatly for that introduction, Ray. So I got to show you that love right back. But to get a little deeper into the business, it's two sides of this business. We have the trading side that everybody does. We all trade. We all join the academy to learn how to trade, and that's great. We all make money from the foreign exchange market. there's another side to this business that is an added bonus. And this is an amazing thing because a lot of people don't have the opportunity to make this type of money in this type of way, but we get paid to refer people to the business. A lot of people on this call I brought into the business because I posted it on my social media. I reached out. I knew they were investment-minded people. I knew they were team builders. I knew they were loving individuals. So I told them about the opportunity and they joined. The beautiful part about all of that is I get paid for that. I get paid for that, and I also help them get paid, and I get paid from that as well. So there's a whole nother section of the team building aspect to where you build a certain amount of people on your team, you can get paid. So the lowest amount of people that you can actually bring in to be eligible to get paid is only 3 people. It's only 3 people. Everybody here has 3 friends. Everybody here has somebody in their family that's interested in this. Everybody has somebody that's a significant other that is interested in this. Or people have people who are doing well on social media or maybe not doing well and want to learn how to do well on social media. Social media is a hell of a tool to help us contact people. So everybody has 3 people. So as little as 3 people, you can get into this business and start earning yourself a residual income. I personally am making $1,000 a month in residual income. And this has helped my life tremendously. Earlier, Ray was talking about his school shut down. Ray, you don't know, but my school shut down as well. But the crazy part about my school is I'm still paying for my loans. But the beautiful part about this business is I'm taking the money that I'm making from this business to take care of other debt. I'm using it to reinvest into the foreign exchange market, and I'm also taking care of my responsibilities. So a lot of people is going to school or want to go to school, and I'm not down in school. But if I had to do this whole thing all over again, if I had the options, if I had to weigh it up and they say you can go to school and you can pay $60,000 and you can get a bachelor's in science, a bachelor's in art degree, or you can go to the IML Academy and you can learn how to trade and do this, and you pay whatever monthly, you know, $175 monthly, $235 monthly, depending on what you're doing. If I had to balance it all up, I would have picked trading, y'all. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If I had both of these presented to me at the same time and I knew the pros and cons, I would have not have went to school, because the benefit with this is, once again, I get paid from trading, I get paid from team building, and I'm learning with the academy. And I also have a network of people, once again, that's going to help me build, not just on a business level, but on a personal level as well. So I'm not going to get into it too deep. I just want to let you guys know, if you're new to this business, it's a great opportunity with sharing this business with people that you care about, and you can get paid a residual income from that. You can get paid from trading. You can put them both together and add 2 amazing incomes to your life. I want to go ahead and get this passed off to Muriel. She has a perspective that you guys should hear. She's pretty new to the business. I think she's been in about 2 or 3 weeks, and she were where you guys were a couple weeks ago. She was on the outside looking in, wondering if she should get into this business. And now she's in the business, and she has the access to the education. She has the access to the group chat, the tools, and she's getting the energy from the team. So she's going to get on here and let you guys know her experience. The most valuable thing that you guys can get as looking to get into this business is the, you know what I mean? The real life experience from real people. It's easy to see the millionaires, and it's easy to see the 6-figure earners and feel like they're way out in the distance. You guys are the future 6-figure earners right now. Ray is a future 6 and 7-figure earner. Mercer Millions, a future 6 and 7-figure earner. Muriel, that's about to get on the call, a future 6 and 7-figure earner. You guys get to speak with us, ask us questions, and get our perspective. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get her on the call. Are you with us, or is she unmuted?
Yep, I'm with you.
All right, awesome. So definitely give the people your experience. Let them know, you know, what it's been like over the first couple of weeks, and just give them your value.
Thank you for the pass off. First, I just got to give gratitude to you, Jamero and Ray, for having me on this call. This is so exciting to be in this position to share my experience with people who are already in the business, who are on the call, and people who are considering it. So just a lot of gratitude to you all for pouring your time and energy into me, and now I can give it back to the community. So first, I want to just give y'all some background on who I am. I also went to school. I have a master's in somatic psychotherapy, and I have been working as a therapist since 2017. And I love my work. I love working with clients. I love working I work with children, youth, adults of all different facets and personalities and, needs. And one thing that is clear is financial access, financial literacy is inextricably linked to mental health. I used to live in, I actually went to grad school in San Francisco. And I don't know if y'all have ever been to the Bay Area, but from the time that I landed in the Bay Area in like 2015 to the time that I left in 2019, the homeless population just skyrocketed through those years. And you can see, if you're in an urban area with people on the street, you'll see people talking to themselves, having their little episodes. There's a lot of substance use with people who don't have access to resources, to have housing, to have food, clean food, air, and water. And I feel like that's something that we kind of know, but we don't necessarily consciously think about how money is linked to our mental health. Money is linked to our ability to access clean food, to access clean water, to access resources to help us meet our mental, spiritual, and physical needs. So I say that to say this opportunity, when it was presented to me, the person who was presented by is actually on the call, Amina. Thank you for bringing me in. It resonated already because I already saw, it was already very clear how much of a need it is for communities across the nation, if not the globe, to have financial literacy, but to also have access to this $5 trillion market. That's what really got me. Okay, is the $5 trillion market, $5 trillion a day that we can access from our phone. If you have a phone, you got the access. So that was, that's how I got introduced, and that's kind of what pulled me in. So as far as like why I'm doing this is because my purpose is related to the liberation and freedom of my community. So that means people of marginalized identities, people who have been subjected to various forms of oppression. I'm also somebody who really acknowledges the intergenerational piece. So intergenerational forms of oppression and marginalization, all this is linked to access. All this is linked to finance, and all this is linked to an ability to build wealth. So my why is really a kind of big picture thing. Yes, I want to support my liberation and my freedom and the liberation and freedom, financial freedom of my family. And there's a larger community piece for me because part of my purpose is to work in community with large groups. So what I like about I Am Academy, one, is the curriculum is extremely accessible, thankfully, because if you do any research, do any Googles about foreign exchange, start watching YouTube videos, it can just be really overwhelming. Like they said, the numbers, Ray, like you said, the numbers. I've never been a number person except for somatically with music and dance, but like actual math, geometry is a different story, but yeah, it could get overwhelming. So the videos, there's in the curriculum, every single class, every single, topic is a video, extremely accessible. You can just sit and watch the videos and take notes. You can see, this is my notebook that I started, like Jamero said, 2 weeks ago. This thing is full, basically to the back. Okay, this is all the notes I've taken in 2 weeks, but this is a combination of notes from the Academy, and this is a combination of notes from the Money Moves Only community. Now, that's another thing I really like about this opportunity, because you have the curriculum, but then you have your supplemental curriculum inside the MMO community. And that's Zoom meetings facilitated by people who are making $1 to $5, $10,000 a month or more, $100,000 a month, $750,000 a month. These are people that I'm engaging with on a weekly, if not daily basis. So one of the things I've been telling my people is, look, I want to have access. I definitely am going to be a millionaire. So I need to be engaging with 6 and 7 figure earners. Otherwise, you know, if I don't have that connection, it's just going to be much more of an uphill battle, in my opinion, from what I see. I feel like that mentorship piece, a part of this opportunity, is huge, huge. I definitely do not take that for granted. That in itself makes that tuition extremely, extremely valuable. I'm a little bit over 200 grand in debt, okay, for undergrad and graduate. I didn't have like scholarships. I didn't have, you know, trusts or anything. This was just me taking loans to get my education because that was the expectation. Do I regret it? No, because it set me up to have the knowledge and the experience to be able to do what I'm going to do with this opportunity now, right? From a therapeutic perspective, from a community-based mental health perspective. So I'm grateful for that, but it definitely put it a lot in perspective because I will never make as much as I can with Forex and this network marketing opportunity that I will make more than I ever could as a therapist. I will make more with IM than I ever could as a therapist. As a therapist, you're not looking at 6 and 7 figure a year income. There's just no vision. With this opportunity, IM Academy, it's a clear strategy. For those of you who like to map things out and have a 10-year plan and reverse engineer, I'm one of those. It's a very clear strategy. So I really enjoy that. I just got off the phone with a few ladies that I've connected with, but I've gained an amazing, amazing, meaningful community of people who are also on the same healing, mental health, community-based path, but are recognizing that a lot of our people who work in the community are missing this financial piece. So that's really exciting. And then for me personally, I'm going to be using my money to pay off my debt. Not my school debt. I got a whole nother strategy for that. But pay off my personal debt, save for 6 months of expenses, and then buy land because I want to create a land-based learning community for children and adults to learn how to cultivate land in an indigenous kind of way of relating with our planet, a way of mutuality, symbiotic relationship with our planet. Another way of saying it is permaculture, but this has existed in various indigenous communities across the planet. And then bringing in the mental health piece, bringing in the professional development, bringing in the financial literacy, and having a more holistic opportunity for our children, particularly, but also adults, parents, to come and just learn and thrive and embody what their soul came here to do, their higher purpose, their skills. There's so much in our society that it conditions us to dampen that so we become productive for somebody else's end game, right? To go to school, work for somebody else for the rest of our life instead of becoming an investor. So this is the liberation piece that I'm into. And this is absolutely has to be a step. This is an integral piece of it, and it's not lost on me. So it's very meaningful that you all who are on the call right now are here. I hope that's not lost on you. That is not an accident, that you took time off took time on to be in this call. So I just, invite you to be on with open hands, open palms, and just receiving this opportunity. That's what I got.
That was amazing. For me, because she just dropped some gems on y'all. Lot of value, and she's showing you guys that once again it's deeper than Forex. It's about her building a community. It's about her educating people, about her elevating herself. She brought her personal why into this organization and took the benefits of the organization, combined them to help amplify her and her journey. I'm letting you guys know, if you're not already part of the business, this is an opportunity for you guys to do the same. You can easily just come in and trade, but this is a grander opportunity for you to amplify your purpose, because now you have people who are going to support you. You have like-minded people who want the same things as you. I didn't even know that she wanted to do the things that she wanted to do in depth until now. So now we're going to grow a more in-depth friendship, because I want some of the same things for myself, my family, and my community. So that was beautiful. So at this moment, what we're going to go ahead and do is I need to understand who we're speaking to. Some people on here are brand new to the business, like they haven't joined yet. And some people are current members of the business and they came in to catch the vibe, ask some questions, and get some information as well. So if you are brand new to this experience and you have not joined the business, I want you to drop a 1 in the chat box. If you're a current member and already paid your subscription and you're already in the academy, drop a 2. So once again, if you're brand new and you have not joined the business, drop a 1. And if you're already with us, drop a 2. Because the first round of question is going to be catered to the brand new people, because I want to make sure you guys get a full understanding on what it is that we do. So I do see some ones. So Fiona, I encourage you to turn on your microphone. I encourage you to turn on your camera so we can have a dialogue with you. If you have any personal questions you want to ask any one of us, feel free to ask. Or if you just have questions about the business in general, or let us know how you got here and where you're at with everything. We want to talk to you, have a conversation with you, and make sure you have a 100% understanding on what this whole community is about, because we want you a part of this family. I'm just going to let y'all know, if y'all brand new, we want you a part of this community. Absolutely, we're building. So Fiona, if you're with us, if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot. You got the priority. Or if you just want to talk to us and, you know, kind of catch a vibe with us. You with us, Fiona? Is her she unmuted?
Yeah, you can unmute yourself. Fiona, I don't know if you're not, but really it's no pressure. So I'm gonna let you unmute yourself, and if you don't, it's all good. Don't trip. But oh, you're in a shared space. All right. Well, look, we're gonna open up the floor for questions, so you can drop anything in the chat if you want, and we'll still be able to answer you. Yeah. All right. And just let us know, who, how you got here, if you need help with anything, if you're confused, all that. We got another one as well. We got Raja. Hope I said that right. Fiona's enjoying this. I'm glad you are. Definitely drop questions if you got anything. We'll get to them. Just because anybody who's new is the priority. We got the team here. We can always talk to the team, right? But anybody who's new. So Raja, I encourage you to definitely. Oh, Fiona's a friend of Muriel. Awesome. Muriel's putting in that work, yo. Like, she's not just up here talking. Like, she's bringing people. She's sharing the wealth, right? And Raja, I definitely encourage you to, show your face if you're able to, or if you have any questions, you could totally unmute yourself. All right, and if not, we'll get to somebody else. But if you got something, now's the time, and it's no pressure. We're all homies. Like, we're chilling. All right, Saturday night, we just kicking back. Oh, also, while we wait, with what I was saying about Mercer, right? What I was saying about how we became cool in this business and we're just like-minded. Like, he just said the same thing with Muriel, with Muriel, sorry. He just said the same things. Like, with her coming on here, keeping it real, explaining why she wants to do this, he just learned, oh, we got something in common. And I know a lot of y'all felt that too, because she's talking about pretty much a lot of stuff that we don't talk about much, the stuff that we should be talking about, the stuff that, of course, we all caught on. They ain't teach us in school, right? The school that we all owe money to, all of us on this call owe money to these schools that ain't teach us none of the stuff that she just said. She just gave y'all that value for free, right? So, it literally just happened right in front of your eyes, like the connections that are made here, right? And I know a lot of y'all felt that. So anybody new, I don't see any questions. I do encourage anybody who's been in the business, anybody who has anything, right? Whether it's for me, Mercer, uh, Muriel, anything, right? Drop them in the chat. But I really encourage you to unmute yourself and really just get on here and ask the question, right? You could ask like, what is pips? Like, I don't. You can ask anything, right? Anything.
All right. So just so you know, we definitely want to give you guys all the value, but if there are no questions, then we can probably just go ahead and wrap up. We definitely want to bring you guys the value, but me and Ray got some work to do. We got a podcast we need to work on. I want to definitely talk to Muriel about some stuff. This is here for you guys to get information. And we kind of vibe with you guys. So, I mean, if you have questions and things that you're curious about for new members and also current members, once again, we encourage you to ask. But if there are no questions, then, you know, there's really no way that we can give you guys the value. I mean, we can kind of get you guys warmed up. I'll ask Muriel a question, you know, just to, you know, break the ice. But, you know, we're here to give you guys information. That's what we're here for. So if I can ask, what's like the number one thing that was unexpected about this? You, of course, knew there was academy. You, of course, knew that there was a team aspect. But what caught you by surprise with this organization as far as like something that's valuable that you got from us?
Honestly, it's the MMO community. I didn't know. When I joined, I didn't know. I didn't join because of MMO. I didn't join through MMO. I joined through Amina and her brilliance. So that was it. That was my exposure point. Once I actually got in and joined all the different chats in the Discord and whatnot, and with doing all the Zooms, okay, I will mention there was a training on branding and social media. Okay, I'm an entrepreneur. I have an entrepreneur spirit. I'm all about promoting, you know, my vision and my purpose. And so those like concrete resources about branding, 6 steps to get to your branding, identifying your target market, coming up with the color palette, all that stuff was extremely valuable to me. So it's not just like Jamero and Ray have been saying this whole call, it's much bigger than Forex. And if you're somebody who is a business-minded person, which I think everybody on this call is, there's so much value beyond the actual Forex market that MMO, larger MMO community brings. And it's a global community. So imagine you have thousands, probably, I don't even know how many, I think it's like 4,000 or 5,000 in the MMO branch, of people who are business minded, who have the perspective of the importance of community building and liberation to a certain extent, in their own words, and are sharing their expertise, sharing their genius every single day. So that was the piece that was unexpected, that brought a lot, and still is bringing every day a lot of value. That's why I have a full notebook of notes in 2 weeks, is because of the value that the community brings and the genius that the community brings. And I'm excited to just add to that.
All right, awesome. And another question for you. So you say you came in on behalf of Amina. Amina is an amazing leader in our organization. She brought so much value even to the world before she even got here. And then she came here and brought her value here. So what was the transition like from you getting to know her outside of this business and now being inside of the business? Like, what made you want to take the leap with her? I mean, I know because she's an awesome person, but just explain to people like your transition from the outside coming in and also coming in on behalf of her.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was, Amina is a master in astrology, right? She's mastered the art of astrology, the science of astrology. And that's something that I've been educating myself about really since I moved to California, honestly. So about 6 years. You can't not live in California and know a little bit about astrology. And if you're in a conscious community. And so I've been following her on Instagram through that lens, the cosmic lens. And Amina actually did, because of what's happening cosmically and how it's being translated here on Earth, she did an educational seminar that I attended. And I stayed up to like 1 a.m. It was real late because we 3 hours behind the West Coast. And I stayed up to be on this seminar to understand, knowing that I'm moving myself more into an entrepreneurship place with my community building and counseling and everything. And so when she said Forex, she translated from, you know, the cosmic to the material. I was like, oh, bet this makes sense. I get it. Like, I've been feeling this. I'm going to join I Am Academy. It's just a matter of time. And then the opportunity came. I joined. And I think, let's see, the transition, I mean, I was just kind of all in. For those of you who are into astrology, I'm a Mars and Aries rising. So I was like, boom, up the mountain, going to as many Zooms as possible, you know, engaging as much as I could. And then I was like, oh, okay, this actually isn't, the pace that I'm doing isn't actually sustainable. So let me I did my Zoom, but let me even out and figure out what my rhythm is, as far as okay, I'm going to be on 3 Zoom calls a day, 2 to 3, instead of the majority of the day. You know, I'm going to do a go live, you know, once or twice a week. And I'm going to go through the curriculum pretty much all day on the weekends. So I got it. It took me a bit, but I got into a groove that is sustainable, works for me. So yeah, it was just a matter of just going for it, not moving from a place of just curiosity and trust, and then letting it even out organically.
Got you. All right, hey Ray, do you have any questions for Muriel? You know, if we don't have any questions, as far as the audience, we can just ask her questions, because I feel like she has a very valuable perspective. And personally, I'm loving everything she's saying right now. So I just want
thanks.
questions. So Ray, you got anything for her, Ray?
My fault. I'm just creating content.
Hey.
You feel me? What's up, y'all? Hey, we lit. See, that's what we learn on these little calls that she's talking about, like these social media calls. If you on a Zoom with 21 people on a Saturday night, it's something going on. We talking about money. There's something to that, right? These are things that I learned. You know, me and Mercer were just talking about attraction marketing. This is how you get people interested, right? You know, there's a lot of strategies and stuff like that. For me, you know, the biggest question I got for Muriel is, I don't feel like this was actually touched on, but what do you feel like is, since you've been here, I know it's only been 2-3 weeks, but what do you feel like is the biggest benefit that you got so far? I don't know if that was asked exactly, but you know, I just know for me, it was I'm on 1 year in, and in a couple weeks, my biggest benefit, you know, people would naturally be like, oh, it's money. You came in, you made money. Nah, it's the personal development. We can get off this and I could show you me on a Zoom call 1 year ago. And I'm just like, hi, my name's Ray. I was scared, but I did it, you know, and now we're just running calls every single Saturday. Right. So it wasn't just money. Really, it wasn't money. It was the personal development. That's the stuff they don't tell you that you get. So I'm just curious, what in just these 2-3 weeks, what is the biggest benefit that you see, specifically? If that wasn't really, I feel like we kind of got into that, but not exactly.
The first word that came to my mind was inspired, inspiration, the energy. I mean, the energy is just, Will you interacting with people who are just as hungry as you are on a daily basis throughout the day, from the first getting out of bed with mornings with Neno to, the team calls at night? My whole consciousness is tuned in to this inspiration frequency. And that is just, it's just the life, like the life, the living. I don't even have the words.
That's a great answer. If you can't put it into words, like, that's cool with me. That's amazing. Like, you so happy you can't even really comprehend what the hell is going on. And that's what it was for me. Mornings with Neno, for those who don't know, it's basically a morning call, right? And if you're not even on the team and you aren't on the team today, first of all, I would advise you to get down with this, because we're obviously lit, right? It's MMO, money moves only. Like, we about to do a whole Houston takeover in 2 weeks. But anyway, Mornings with Neno is open to anybody, right? You don't even have to be on a team. And basically, it's a morning mentorship, motivational call from a young dude who's making, he's about to hit Chairman 25. I know that because I know he's on the grind. And basically, he's about to be at $25,000 a month. And I'm not going to lie, like, when I mention the money, it's because I know that's the first thing that gets people's attention. And then you want to listen to the value, right? That's just kind of how we're wired in the beginning. I love Neno for who he is and the value that he gives to people when he doesn't have to. So, these morning calls, I started hopping on. And it's funny you mentioned that, because, like, there were so many calls in the beginning. We had Telegram. It was so disorganized back in the day, like last year. And we just had all these different things. And it's like, I don't even know what to do. It's like every hour I get a notification like, oh, so-and-so call. Oh, trading call. Oh, $1 million mentorship call. I'm like, what? So I hopped on Mornings with Neno kind of randomly. And that's what changed everything about the business for me. Like, I started tuning into what he said. And this dude literally on the call, like, convinced me to take a trip to London for the convention in February. And the crazy thing is, right, I go and then everything shuts down. So, like, it's just crazy. I can't even really put into words, like, all the benefits I got. So, I'm glad that that's your answer. I'm glad that, you're basically speechless, because there's just so much value. Like, if at the end of the day, somebody say, yo, pay this amount of money, pay $235 and pay $175 a month. We ain't gonna teach you nothing about foreign exchange. We're just gonna put you in a circle with a bunch of millionaires. I would have paid it anyway.
Right.
I talked to some people, like, it's just knowing Mercer and Amina gave me a lot of value. Just one phone call with her, life-changing, that I had, literally. Just to have this connection with people. It's like, you don't get that. You don't get that at a regular job. You get a bunch of people that are negative, bringing you down, broke, let's be honest, right? And that's that's what you're going to keep attracting. That's the people you're going to be around. They say you're the average of your 5 closest friends financially, right? All my best friends in this business now, because that's just what it is, right? A lot of people didn't see the vision. And if you don't see my vision, I can't really. I've been quoting Jay-Z all week. I said, if you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack. Like, I just don't understand it. So I can't really, it's not wrong. Like, keep doing your thing, right? But if you don't want to do something big with your life and you're okay working with somebody, this is it, right? I can't relate to you. Therefore, it's hard for us to become friends because we have no connection. I don't really relate to your mind. Like, I relate to y'all because y'all want to do something big with your lives. That's why we all get along, because y'all want to do something big with your lives. You and I don't want to work for another man, woman, and they go on. Last week in New York, this is one of the gems I'll give y'all, and then we'll get out of here. There was a dude saying, there was a guy calling a prospect who wanted to join, and the dude was like, oh man, like, I've been looking for something like this. I'm working 60 hours this week, man. My boss is in Cabo. And the dude said, why don't you go to Cabo? He said, I can't, bro. Like, my boss is there, so I got to work 60 hours. And that's why the dude ended up joining the business, because he saw the vision. A lot of people would just be like, oh, that's just what it is. You feel me? So understand, y'all, this is like, I go over the benefits all day. This call be 24 hours long, right? So I'm going to check the chat. All my friends are MMO now.
Hey, so Ray,
that's
I
dope.
almost forgot you guys. Each and every time we do this Q&A, I want to let you guys know. Number one, I appreciate all you guys being here, and I appreciate your time, and I know your time is valuable. So what we do on top of giving you all of this value is we do cash giveaways on this call. So some people hopped off the call early. Sucks for them because they miss out on opportunities like this. So for you guys sticking with us, I'm gonna let you guys know. For the people who are currently on the team, we do this every week, and it's different dollar amounts depending on how I'm feeling, but I do give away a cash giveaway, a cash incentive for you guys. So if you are in this business and you get a sign up and you're on this call, you are eligible to get a $25 bonus for your sign up. $25 for you and $25 for your sign up. So if you guys get a couple signups, I will literally build that up, and it has no limit to it, but it is limited for 24 hours. So if you got 5 people in, that's $100 for you and $25 for each and every one of your new signups. The purpose of me doing this is I get residual income from the company. The leaders in this business have encouraged me to recycle the money that I make from the business back into my team. So we, as you guys know, we already have some specials and some deals going on for somebody to win $2,000 this month. And y'all already know about that. But this is just another baby incentive to continue to circulate between you guys. So once again, if you get a sign up within the next 24 hours and you're on this call, and I know everybody's here because I looked at the chat, if you're still here, $25 bonus from you, from me personally, and $25 from your person. So I'm gonna go ahead and send that to both of you guys via Cash App, and it has no cap on it. If you get 10 signups, you're gonna get all of that cash. So every single Q&A call, I just want to give a little bit of financial incentive just to circulate the love, circulate the money. If this sounds like something that's like dope for y'all, if y'all want me to keep doing this, drop a dollar sign or a money bag emoji, or drop some money signs. If you guys want us to continue to do this every single week, drop some money signs, because as I rank up to my next rank, which is P2000, the number is going up, guys. The higher rank I get, the more I'm going to put up. So it was one week I did $50 for the sign up and $50 for the person that signed them up. But depending on how my pockets is and how I'm feeling, I might just be like, all right, $100 to the next sign up, $100 for the next person that brought them in. And then later on, as we build, I promise you, I'm going to say this right now, and it's recorded. I'm going to say, you know what, $1,000 for the next sign up, $1,000 for the next person that signs up. I know that sounds crazy, but I will do it. You know what I'm saying? Actually, Ray got a special for y'all right now. The next person that comments, the next person that comments 1K on his Instagram, he's gonna give y'all $1,000.
I'm gonna give y'all 50,000. That's just how I'm feeling tonight, right? Nah, chill. Everybody calm down, right? But I will say this: just wait till I start smashing these ranks, right? Just wait, because me and Mercer started this together, so it's like he's been holding it down, but it's gonna be crazy when we could come together and put something really, really big and special together, and then people that's hopping off the call is gonna feel really left out. And it's gonna be a sad day for them. But y'all gonna get paid. That's what this is all about. That's it.
And on that note, we'll let Muriel go ahead and end the call with whatever positivity.
Yes.
Whatever.
You already know I was ready.
Go ahead and follow us out.
Yo, clap it up for Muriel real quick. If you got the camera on, if you don't got it, like, because she really smoked that call. Right?
Thanks, y'all.
She can take us out. Thank you.
Okay, first I want to offer y'all an additional value. Okay, I just discovered this audiobook. If you have Spotify, I think there's another platform it's on, but if you're getting into the business, it's called GoPro 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. I started listening to it today. It is very succinct, very accessible, and it's awesome. If you're struggling with how do I talk to my people? How do I get my, voice, my lingo without feeling like I'm a salesperson? I don't want to feel like, how can I tap into my purpose in how I talk to people about this opportunity. This is a really good audio book. So GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional by Eric Worre, Worre. Okay, so there's that. The last thing, how we gonna close out the call is with the affirmation, okay? So you can keep your microphone on or keep your microphone off, whatever you feel most comfortable with. But regardless, if it's accessible to you, I want you to say the affirmation out loud. If it's not accessible to you, just say it within yourself. So you're gonna say, I lack nothing.
I lack
I
nothing.
lack nothing.
I lack nothing.
I lack nothing.
I lack nothing.
I lack
I lack nothing.
Unconditional love flows through me and to me.
Unconditional
No
love.
love flows through me and to me.
No love flows through me and to me.
I am open.
Flow through me and to me.
Yes.
Okay.
I am open to receiving the universe's favor.
I'm open
I am
to
open to receiving the universe's favor.
That's right.
Let's go.
All right, y'all.
Hey, that being said, everybody drop your social media handle, your Instagram in the chat box. We want everybody to follow everybody. We are a family. We're a team. We're building. So drop your box. Everybody follow. Stay in the loop. We do this every week at the same time, y'all. Every week. You're on. Feel free to. We'll get
Magic.
Follow everybody. Follow everybody. You can
all
talk
right.
now.
So that's
I know
me. So
you good.
we got here, Ray, Muriel. I appreciate you, and till next week.
Get them IGs.
Say bye-bye.
Thank you, y'all. Good night.
Say bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Great night. It's lit.
Bye.
MMO.
Hi.
Money
Hi,
spinning.
little one.
Money!
Hi, baby.
Hi. Oh.
Babies on here.
Give y'all a little bit of that.
Yes, thank you.
All right, y'all. Have a good one. We out.